The mission of the United States Air Force Academy is to educate, train, and inspire men and women to become officers of character. Motivated to lead the United States Air Force in service to our nation. A Year in the Blue will give you an inside view of how the Academy accomplishes that mission by following Cadet Squadron 10 through one calendar year.
All eyes on me! You are now basic cadets. From now on, you will not speak unless spoken to. Whenever I or one of my cadre addresses you, you will respond with the following reporting statement. Sir or ma'am, basic cadet, your last name reports as orders. Furthermore, you will only respond with these 7 phrases. Yes, sir. No, sir. No excuse, sir. Sir, I do not know. Sir, I do not understand. Sir, may I ask a question? Sir, may I make a statement? Have I made myself clear? Yes, sir! Grab all your stuff and get off my lawn! You
took the first steps that every member of the Long Blue Line has taken. Do not disappoint with who came before you!
Swing your arm! Don't like that! Do not run!
Obviously, huge challenges for the freshman class, the 4th class cadets that just came into the Air Force Academy. They will spend the vast majority of their freshman year largely without a lot of the privileges, a lot of the things that they might have taken for granted, such as when they can walk and where they can walk and how they, and when they can talk.
Yes, ma'am!
And the senior class is obviously the one that does hold a lot of the responsibility for the leadership of each cadet squadron, cadet group, and for the cadet wing as a whole. It is their academy. Each cadet squadron has its own chain of command. The senior cadets are your cadet officers. The juniors are cadet NCOs, or non-commissioned officers. And they together lead the sophomores and the freshmen throughout the school year.
At dark 30, we were all waiting outside their rooms. We wake up probably 30 minutes before the basics do. We have a short meeting on what their uniform needs to be so that we all are on the same page as to what needs to happen when they fall out. When Reveille plays, you start pounding on doors, blowing whistles, yelling at them to get their doors open. Our job was to kindly introduce them to our lifestyle.
I just remember a lot of begging and then just get up, and I just like rolled out of bed. I'm like, where am I?
That's going to happen in the active duty. If you're deployed and a bomb moves off, you're going to be woken up and stressed. So you need to be able to know how to deal with it.
The point of first piece is kind of break them down and make them realize that you are in the military and you have other people to answer to now. It's not just about you.
I think common theme throughout basic and common theme throughout your 4-degree year, common theme throughout your 4 years here should be not individuals, but team. Nobody makes it through your school.
Field day was just pretty much a competition against all the different quadrants during basic training. They're ready to go to the next level. I feel I'm done with them. Now that they get out there and start doing the warrior type stuff.
They haven't even begun to test us physically yet. And I'm looking forward to that, especially at Jack's Valley.
I should hear 32 voices. Roger! That's better.
Type of leadership that you get from your cadre also changes a ton from first beast to second beast. During first beast, it's pretty much all yelling and screaming. The cadre try to hide the fact that they are people and they do have souls. And then during second beast, they're trying to build you back up from being broken down, and they're motivational and they lead by example.
Let's do more about basics. Welcome to the LRC.
We went up to what's called the LRC, the Leadership Reaction Course.
Pretty much just kind of went through different problem-solving situations.
You got a whole bunch of resources, and you got some sort of obstacle whether it's climbing over a wall, and you can't touch this or you die, you have some crazy way to get across, or some very easy way.
I love that. I ranger crawled on a rope with the guy bigger than myself holding that rope tension. I mean, that was great teamwork, and I loved it.
Let's go! Let's go!
I think a big part of basic training as a whole is, like, especially Jack's Valley, but is to show you that you're not just here to be a student, you're here to be a warrior. And I don't think I fully processed that when I decided to come here. Like, I always liked the idea of military discipline and that sort of thing, but I hadn't realized that, like, I was really joining the military. I was gonna be carrying a gun.
I tell my kids, one day it's going to become real for you. I can't make it become real for you. It's going to be something personal that you go through.
Hey, Dad.
Personal because, well, we want them to be of the highest caliber. We want them to understand and to lead properly. We want them to care about their people and to know what they're doing, to always be at 100%, because when you're leading, the people you're leading always deserve better than you.
He ran it with us, knowing that the cadre on the course would give him a harder time than any one of us. To me, that's the quality of a leader, and he shows integrity and service before self and excellence. Everything that we've been taught here is something that he exemplifies and more.
The last day of Second Beast with Airmanship Day it was great because we got the opportunity to take glider rides, and a few people got to jump out of planes.
Get in the glider for the first time, and I'm sitting in the glider just like blown away.
I had such a fun time with it, especially with me wanting to be a pilot, because that was the first time I actually flew on my own and whatnot. So it was so much I learned just in the few minutes I had to fly with the glider.
Got my shoulder boards today, symbolizing my acceptance into the cadet wing. Before I got them put on, I was still a basic cadet. We weren't a part of the wing, weren't a part of the group, but now we are officially part of the cadet wing.
Basic training 6 weeks out of 4 long years. So this actually is a college, it's not just basic training.
Majors night, looking around at all the different majors, just trying to figure out what I want to study.
I will say one of the big changes here is being in high school and being good at everything, being in classes, and you're the one that's tutoring people, you know what's going on, and here everyone's extremely smart. So you're back to being on a level playing field with people. I think that's a big shocker for all of us.
So it's Parents Weekend, and I'm really, really excited. Parents will be here, and I get to take them around to some of my classes, and then football game on Saturday, first one of the year. Get to storm the stands and find a seat.
yes, we'll have a young man or a young woman that gravitates to the academy because of the level of competition. And we just got to know through due time what we have is somebody that's a tremendous leader and a warrior too.
You realize really quickly in basic cadet training that being physically fit is a really important asset to the academy.
Most people here love athletics, and it really is an important part of what we teach here at the academy.
You're either an intercollegiate athlete, or you are in a club sport, or if you're a regular cadet, you go down to intramurals and participate.
It's amazing how fast we progress here, starting from building a balsa wood glider to working on rockets and satellites.
I got an email. My sophomore year asking if anyone would like to volunteer to be a part of a real world satellite crew that monitors the satellite and collects data. And so I signed up for that, and I've loved it ever since.
T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. We have liftoff of the F-26. This is our fourth major launch mission during 7 satellites and 16 experiments of orbit.
Knowing and realizing that all these sets of eyes on me essentially the entire time was kind of daunting at first, but I feel like this position as squadron commander is really giving me that opportunity to develop my leadership skills.
Sir, I will leadership command.
Big shoes to fill.
Sir, I assume command.
I think we're gonna have a lot of fun this semester, and that's basically what I told him, that I'm really excited, gonna have a lot of fun.
Everybody, congratulations, you squadron commander.
130 people on the team total from over 30 different career fields within the Air Force.
Well, the great thing about what you learn here at the Academy is you're going to go out to the Air Force and you're going to be an officer. And no matter what job you go into, that whole concept of the team concept is going to be a key.
You're going to be commanding people, and if you don't make honorable decisions, if you're not honorable to your troops, your captains, or the decisions that you make and honorable to yourself, you can inflict a lot of damage on people's lives.
Integrity is really the sort of keystone of military lifestyle. If you don't have any integrity, then the military institution won't work.
Honor isn't something that can be forced upon someone. It's something that you have to be willing to do. It's a personal choice, really.
We recognize that every leader of character has a belief system or a moral center to help him or her make the real difficult choices and decisions in life. Therefore, it's imperative for us to make sure that we have a culture that fosters respect and inclusion for both faith-based and non-faith-based moral centers.
Recognition to me and to most people here is it's like a rite of passage for freshmen to become upperclassmen. What that means literally is they get to wear proper wings on their flight caps, and they get a lot of new privileges with their wings and let them go, pretty much.
Everyone knows that it's the most intense 3 days of your time at the academy, and that it's incredibly physically, emotionally, and psychologically challenging.
Knowing going through it, that after you're done, you're going to be a real person again.
What? In case you haven't picked up on this yet, all the old rules are back in effect. Do you understand? Yes, sir! All good, sir!
We're going to try and remind them where they came from, because it's pretty dramatic when they get here, and so we're just going to remind them how far they've gone, how much they've learned.
260 days ago, you were individuals. Today, you stand before me united. On the wall behind me are the names of 175 men and women, all United States Air Force Academy graduates. They are your heritage. We are their legacy. They are my brothers and sisters. Soon they will be yours. Make them proud. Because those 175 people know tomorrow is not a promise.
I
I was just looking forward to the run of the rock.
And you see the rock all year, you know, I'm gonna run to that rock at the end of recognition. When you really start doing it, that's when it really sets in. Like, I really just, got the recognition.
It was really good to run to the rock with the first season. It's a great tradition.
Getting the prop and wings after recognition and after Hell Week, as it was then called, was just a culmination of really realizing how far I had come, and really part of my dream of going to the academy. One small step to getting there.
It's one of the proudest moments I've had in my entire life.
Just the pride that I felt walking down the hallway and everyone coming to attention and saluting, and going up to Major Martin and him just telling me, you did a great job. I'm really proud of you.
2014. Congratulations, you made it. And you made it as a team. This is for the 4 degrees, but it's for everybody else in the squadron. I want you to wear your prop and wings with pride, because they represent a lot more than any just hunk of metal. They represent the 90,000 airmen that died in World War II. They represent every USAFA grad that's ever walked these halls. They represent your blood, your sweat, your tears. So wear those prop and wings with pride. Started a tradition about 10 years ago that jumped into the fountains after finals. It's kind of a neat way to bring a close to their academy academic career.
Ring dance is a tradition, and it's where you get your class ring. It's definitely the culminating event of 2 degree year.
Something to really be proud of, because you've seen it for the past 3 years. You've seen people wearing that ring.
I appreciate the Super Bowl rings. I mean, it took a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to get those. But the one that laid the foundation to it all, and the one that really impacted me the most, the one that allowed me to win those Super Bowl rings, was my Air Force Academy class ring. And that's the one that means the most to me.
I told them earlier today, this is really a second commissioning. My wife was 5 months pregnant with him when I was commissioned as second lieutenant. So it's very special for me to be able to be honored to be asked to read the oath of office for my son.
First he's leaving, I'm really happy for them because they're going to be lieutenants and they've worked really hard to get to the point where they're at. But at the same time, they're like my personal friends. And to see them go and not know when the next time I'm going to see them, that's a little hard.
The seniors definitely played a big part in our year, and it's going to be sad to see them leave, but there's a great group of people that are going to be leading the way for us.
I've met the best friends I could possibly imagine. There's always going to be that bond, but not very many people have done the things we've done here.
It's made me who I am. It's given me every opportunity I could possibly ask for.
And there's no prouder thing than being that glide path toward being a United States Air Force Academy graduate. Not a day goes by in my life when something tough happens that I don't think about my time as a cadet at the Air Force Academy. Every single day. Every single day.
Incredible. 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 Awesome.